Good morning, YouTubers. This is ASB Bank again, and today is Tuesday morning around 4 o'clock in the morning, and this is the last video for the student visa that I'll be sharing with you. In this video I'll be telling you how you can provide evidence to Immigration New Zealand, that how you can support yourself while you're in New Zealand, and then I'll be showing you how your enrollment letter or offer should look like, and then I'll be showing you how does your paid offer letter should look like, and then I'll show you different types of student visas that Immigration New Zealand issues to you, and what you should be careful about after they issue to you, what things you need to do check and not check on the student visa. So I'll show you everything. So we should start from this website, Immigration New Zealand, as we're talking about New Zealand immigrations. So fund transfer scheme, this scheme is used by most of the Asian countries, as in Asia, Immigration New Zealand believe that there is a more fraudulence going on when they show their bank documents and stuff like that. So Immigration New Zealand wants to become safe that the students that are coming into New Zealand on a student visa have funds to support their monthly expense. So I'll give you a link of this in my description box. If you haven't watched my 1, 2 and 3 parts of the student visa, I'll give the link of that in my description box as well. So FTS is a secure way from the students from some countries to transfer funds to support themselves in New Zealand. So FTS is the scheme that you have to deposit your funds before you get your student visa. So and the banks provide you with a statement of balance statement as soon as you deposit the funds. So the minimum amount needed to transfer in the scheme is 15,000 New Zealand dollars. So if you're coming into a course of 1 year, so for every monthly expenses you need 1250 New Zealand dollars. That means 1,250 New Zealand dollars. This is the most common way New Zealand immigration have started, but when I came there was nothing like this. I just showed my financial documents, sponsor letter and stuff like that, and I got the visa. But these days everything is very hard with Immigration New Zealand. If you make a single mistake, they'll decline your application. So please make sure your application should be up to date, up to the mark, quality application. One thing I forgot to mention in my student visa application part 3 video is that you need a statement of purpose statement. So why you're coming into New Zealand, why you selecting that course, what your future goals and ambitions are, and I'll make a separate video that how you can write one of the statement of purpose letter to Immigration New Zealand. But for now we'll concentrate on the financial side of things and the offer letter, and how does the student visa look like once it's approved. So FTS is a foreign funds transfer scheme. It's a partnership of ANZ Bank and Immigration New Zealand. Personal preference, I don't like ANZ banks because I do feel, my personal opinion, that they've got hidden charges that they don't tell you upfront, and I'll show you alternative way around this bank not to deposit your funds. That's my own personal preference, but you can go and deposit the funds as mentioned on the immigration website. So these are the conditions. So you need to, minimum cost is $15,000 that you need to contribute towards your FTS account, plus your fees. So generally talking, fees varies from 15,000, 20,000, depending upon a polytechnic. If you enroll in a PTE, depends upon 8 to 15,000 a year. If you enroll into the unis, your fees looking like 20 to 25,000 per year. So that's it. And you can withdraw up to 1250 each month for 12 months if you deposit $15,000 into ANZ Bank account, and that's the link I'll provide you in my description box. So that's the ANZ Bank. Choose an account, whatever reasons you're moving to New Zealand, we have a bank account suited for you. So you select student visa, and monthly fee $0, transaction fee $0, and debit card for $0. You have unlimited free transaction and manual transaction on this account. That's their form. If you do like to email them, that's the form that you can fill it out and send to them via email. I'll provide you the link for this form. It's pretty simple. Current passport number, expiry, title, first name, last name, middle name, date of birth, country of birth, mobile number, work phone, home phone, email address, current address, stuff like that. So it's not really hard. You have to select I'm a tax resident if known, so you don't select anything. Sorry, my apologies. You're not a New Zealand tax resident at the moment when you apply from overseas. List of countries: India, or Hong Kong, Bangladesh, China, any country that you live in. Your tax number in that particular country, you have to select 33%, because if you're not a New Zealand resident, or you don't have an IRD number, that's the tax number in New Zealand, the prescribed rate for tax is 33%. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple form. You can't go wrong with it. But if you do have hard time to filling this form, give me a comment section and I'll explain to you. Second of that, I don't like this ANZ Bank personally, so I'm giving you an alternative for this ASB Bank. I'll provide you a link in my description box. I like this bank really much. Even though you do make a mistake and they charge you a fee, they reverse out the fee if you didn't know the rules, giving you a warning for the second time, because I made some mistakes that they charged me a fee and then they refunded me the fee. So I quite like this bank, and what you can do is you can open an account, transfer the money into it, and then ask the bank to give you a statement. So once Immigration New Zealand sees that you have $15,000 in your New Zealand bank account, they'll that's all good for financial side of things. Second bank that I quite like is Westpac. So setting up a bank from overseas, so I'll give you a link of that. Best to send your $15,000, get a statement, show it to the immigration. So, and that's the two banks that I quite like in New Zealand. But this is my most favorite bank that I do like. Second thing you can do is, if you have any New Zealand citizen or a resident who can who can sponsor you, so financial undertaking for a student, ANZ 1014 form. This is the best way, because then you don't have to show any funds or anything like that. But it's just a matter of you knowing somebody who can sponsor you, so you don't need those funds. So last name, first name, you should always select 1 year, because the student visa is only given to a maximum term of 1 year so you have to apply, even though your course might be for 3 years. So suppose you're doing a bachelor's degree, a normal bachelor's degree, it's for 3 years, but you're only getting a student visa for every year. So for the next second year, the Immigration New Zealand will look out your grades that you have achieved in the first year, your attendance, attendance and so on. That's for the second year of visa. I'll make a next video after this, what you need to do once you get for renewal of your student visa again. Will be a second complete video. Section B, third party who is sponsoring you, so last name, first name, male or female, their date of birth, their country birth or city of birth, sorry, country of citizenship, their residential address, full name. Pretty easy questions, and name of the address of communication about the financial undertaking of the form, same as at B6. Have you supported anyone to come to New Zealand previously? No or yes, whoever your sponsor is. Details of all the students you're supporting, so basically your name, your date of birth, date of arrival, date of departure. So date of arrival means the date you'll put like a couple of days before your course starts, and departure date would be the date your course finishes, and you can find these dates on your offer letter. So have you provided a copy? So your sponsor should have a copy of the passport or identity document such as driver license or something like that. If he is a New Zealand citizen or a resident, they must provide a resident visa and their passport copy for it. Length of financial undertaking 1 year, should be always 1 year. Maintenance of funds 15,000 or 1250. Any cost of travel outside, okay. Do you confirm as a guaranteed? Yes. Have you attached a bank statement for previous 6 months as an evidence? Yes. And that's the bank confirmation. So this is one of my friends' guarantor. He was or his dad was in India, and that's what he did. So State Bank of India, that was the branch number, signature of officer, full name of the bank officer, and then the date, and then that's the seal. So that's the form that you can use if you're coming from anywhere around the world, if you have somebody supporting you. Now we will look into the offer letter. So that's the offer letter that I could come across. My friends gave me this offer letter. So it should be unconditional offer letter. This is the first step or first document that you get from your polytechnic or university. This is a government polytechnic. So that's the fees shown. That's the start the vacation time, or and pretty much it's simple. It's just a basic form that you get to do stuff, to get enrolled in the inside the uni or a polytechnic. So that's a basic unconditional offer letter. Try to get an unconditional offer letter. If there is a condition, please read out the condition. If you have any queries, just drop a comment in my comment section. And once after this, once you paid the fees, they will give you a paid offer letter. Both letters should be attached with your online application or your paper-based application. So paid offer letter, so that means you have paid the fees. Paid fees is necessary to get a student visa. Until you don't get you pay the fees, Immigration New Zealand will not issue you a visa. So I'm pleased to offer you a place as a full-time student at WingTech. This program meets the requirement of the New Zealand Foreign Student Policy, and then everything like that. So amount received, and that's pretty much it. So there's it's a basic form that they provide you, but it's a must form that you should get. Once you paid the fees, you should ask your college or the uni or any polytechnic to provide you with this letter. Once your visa is issued, it will look something like this. This is my visa. So I got the visa under the Act of 1987. Date of issue, one of my visas must not arrive after, number of entries multiple, the client number stays the same until your life, so client number never changes, first name, family name, passport number, sex, date of birth, citizenship. The holder may travel to New Zealand on application, may be granted a permit for or to 31st of August 2010. You must leave New Zealand before the expiry of your permit or face removal. To study, your course name, your institution name, funds waived, outward passage waived. Holder may work up to 20 hours each week. Holder may work during summer vacation. That was one of my visas that I could find when I was studying back in 2009. This is my friend's visa that he got issued in 2017. So I quite like this visa because it states everything what your conditions are compared to my visa. So this visa was issued under the Immigration Act 2009. So I think so most of you guys who are watching my video and applying for certain visa after this, I think so you might be getting issued a visa under Immigration Act 2009. So start date, so basically you can fly on the 3rd of February into New Zealand. Make sure when your visa is issued, the number of entries is multiple. If it's single, once you should drop an email to your case officer or the contact center of Immigration New Zealand to change it to multiple, because single means if you go to your home country on a Christmas vacation and you're coming back to New Zealand, you can't enter New Zealand because it's got only a single entry. First entry before expiry date, visa expiry, travel time, passport number, sex, date of birth, citizenship, IN, stay subject to a grant of entry permission. You must leave before your visa expire or face deportation. Financial support evidence not required. Make sure that your visa contains this line. Return onward ticket not required. Make sure your visa states this line as well, because if you don't have these two lines, you would be stopped at your departure airport in your own country to show the funds or the return ticket coming back from New Zealand. So make sure these two lines are issued in your student visa. To study, course name at the institution. May work up to 20 hours per week. May work full-time during summer vacation. Insurance required while in New Zealand. May work full-time during scheduled vacation. If you don't have this line, may work full-time during scheduled vacation. So sometimes there is a one-day public holiday, suppose that Auckland anniversary or Waikato anniversary or the Queen's birthday, so there's only one day holiday. If you don't have this line, you can't work full-time in that one day. So what I mean to say, you can work 12-hour shift or 18-hour shift or a 14-hour shift, whatever it is, on that particular day. So this line bypasses this rule that may work up to 20 hours per week. So in this week you might be working 40 hours, because 20 plus 12, 32. So you might be working 32 hours in that particular week that you've got one holiday. But like most cases where you work in New Zealand, they have a roster system, so you get a roster in your email or is handed out to you. So make sure you keep a copy of it, because if Immigration New Zealand has a doubt why you worked 1 week for 32 hours, that would be the only proof that you've got that you only worked on that particular day for full time. Another visa that is issued by Immigration New Zealand is called e-visa. So if you're applying in your own home country and you're applying online, this might be the visa. It is issued under the Immigration Act 2009. Sorry about that. So student visa approval, so basically gender, nationality, passport number, client number, start dates, end date. Make sure this multiple is there in your visa. The condition is that stay subject to a grant of entry permission. You must leave before the visa expires, face deportation, financial support evidence not required, return onward ticket not required to study. The course name at the institution may work up to 20 hours per week, may work full-time during summer vacation. If you don't have this line, please don't work full-time in the summer vacation. Summer vacation is generally from December, January, and halfway to February or full way to February, depending upon your education providers. I know most of the unis start in first week of February or the second week of February. Most of the New Zealand unis and most of the polytechnics in New Zealand start in the third or the first week of March. So depending upon course providers, they have different arrangements. Insurance required while in New Zealand, may work full-time during scheduled vacation. As I told you, in this visa, may work full-time during scheduled vacation. So that means that one day that you're getting off, like a Queen's birthday or any like Auckland anniversary or Boxing Day, or any days that you get off, Labour Day, you get one day off. You can work a 12-hour shift or a 16-hour shift, and in that whole week you can work like 32 hours, comparing 12 plus that one day of work, how much you worked for that one day. So it might be a 32-hour week or a 36-hour week, but you need to keep your roster safe for that week, if in case next year when you're applying for your renewal of your student visa, Immigration New Zealand might have an objection to issue you a new visa looking at to that. Second thing, please don't work more than 20 hours per week. Immigration New Zealand has an access to your tax statements, so how much weekly you're getting paid and how much work you're doing. So please don't work more than 20 hours. Don't break the law, because if the Immigration New Zealand finds you breaking the law, they will deport you. Immigration New Zealand is very, very strict these days. So please don't make a mistake. Follow your conditions of your visas as stated on your visa. If you do have any queries or questions, please leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll try to best explain what is the best scenario to come across that question of yours. So that's it for now. The next video that I'll be posting would be how to renew your student visa, what documents you need after the first year of your student visa has been approved, because generally the courses are for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, so you need a visa every year. What documents you need to send to Immigration New Zealand for your another renewal of your student visa. So that's it for now. Stay tuned. God bless you all, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video.